Oh,
Welcome
I
back,
completely forgot.
everyone. What's going on? Hey, it's welcome back to podcast 3 of the Skill Tree PC. I am CJ. We're back again discussing some news in the gaming industry and some other, we're branching out to other things, also like movies. Summer Games Fest was announced. Nintendo Direct. Some news are saying that it might happen next month. Forza 5, Microsoft basically relinquishing some of their IPs for other platforms, which just hasn't been done before, and some other news. I'm joined again this week with MC Adventurer. What's going on, man?
Doing all right. Hope you all are doing well today.
That's good, man. How was your week?
Okay. That was all right. It's the usual. We went to work.
Nice, nice, nice. See, we got
Yeah, we got a
Matthew in the
graphics card. So
yeah,
yeah.
Master Shoes
Eh.
in the house here.
Hello, Matt Chu.
What's up, man? So you said you got a
Welcome
new
to.
graphics card or something? What was that?
I did get a graphics card.
Oh, which one?
I the Elgato HD 60S.
Oh, capture card. You mean?
Capture. Wait. What did I say?
You said GPU. I was like,
Oops, graphic cards. I'm.
oh, did MC get a 5090 RTX?
Well, I only had one cup of coffee this morning instead of my usual two because I'm out of coffee, so I have to resort to the emergency backstock of K cups, which we don't have very many.
Huh.
So I'm gonna have to run to the store tomorrow and
Gotcha.
get some more coffee.
I see. What's your favorite coffee?
Well, I typically drink Folgers, but there's this coffee I've been getting recently called Warpath Coffee.
Uh huh.
You have to special order it from their website, but it's just fantastic coffee.
Nice.
It's brewed by a bunch of Navy SEALs who did
Ah.
not like the coffee that was provided to them in the Navy,
Uh
so
huh.
decided to kind of create their own coffee brand. So pretty good.
Yeah, this one better put hair on my chest, I guess. So.
Oh yes, it will. I already feel more manly drinking it.
Oh, I'm sure. All right, so heard that Summer Games Fest was announced by Jeff Keighley today on X. Looks like it's set for June 6th, which is a great day.
Okay. So, what is
Yeah.
Summer Games Fest again? I've actually never watched any of it before. I
So
know about it, I've just never watched it.
so you've heard of E3, right? Entertainment Expo that they used to have in LA.
Yeah. Okay, so it's
So
basically a showcase then.
it's basically E3. E3 like was basically defunct a few years ago. They're not having it anymore. So this is kind of
Whoa,
taking the
E3's
place.
done?
Yeah, there's no more E3.
E3's over? Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah, a couple years now. It's been like that.
I didn't even
So,
know this. I didn't even catch that. Dang it. Well, that sucks.
yeah, no more E3. But yeah, Jeff is kind of like spearheading this on himself, and he's trying to kind of do things his way and kind of replicate the E3 success and kind of give us something, during that summer
Yeah,
doldrum
that's
of
good.
gaming.
Yeah.
So, looks like it's gonna
It's
take
fun
place in
having
a
fun.
downtown LA YouTube theater. So
Ooh.
yeah, that's June
Yeah,
6th,
I'm
D
gonna
Day.
go to
So.
some.
Hmm.
Well, I'll probably be watching Saving Private Ryan that night.
Oh yeah, you can
uh,
Saving Private Ryan while you're watching it on the other screen.
I, I, well, it depends. I usually watch it in the evening. So,
uh,
when is Games Fest usually on?
Usually throughout the day. Sometimes they may have like a special showcase at night, but it could be done before at the evening. So I'm not sure.
Okay. So is it usually expo for games on like PC, PlayStation, Xbox, all those other consoles besides Nintendo?
Correct. It's everything for the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nintendo stuff is in there too.
Correct. You can have like people who are designing stuff for other platforms show their game off for the first time there. It's a good
Oh,
place to, yeah.
okay.
They pay to the basically show their game on that stage.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because I just know Nintendo's pretty protective over their stuff, and I would have assumed that they just run their own thing like direct and stuff.
w-
But I
yeah,
guess if there's some independent companies that out there that make their own games, that port them onto the Switch, that makes sense.
correct. And you probably can get like kind of insight of what's coming to the Switch. They may announce it there first before Nintendo Direct, so it's kind of your insight to that.
Hey, listen, Bethesda. Hey, how's about doing me a favor and at the Summer Games Expo announcing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle for the Nintendo Switch 2? Do me a solid there and just do that. Because look, I mean, I want to play it. I don't have $400 to dump on the latest Xbox, so
Yeah, or a 500 on a PlayStation 5 for sure.
yeah, and my
But
my
yeah,
little laptop won't run that game either. So
neither can mine.
I've already set my sights on getting the Switch 2 first, since I'm primarily a Nintendo gamer. So
Yeah, you and me both, man. You and me both.
yeah,
I honestly find myself playing the Switch more than PC, like for
yeah, because
last year particularly, so
you can take it with you places, you can hook it up on your big TV.
yeah, yeah.
And it's a lot more games. Like even like the newer Nintendo games, they still feel nostalgic in a way,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you've grown up playing just Nintendo.
Yep.
Because my very first console was the Nintendo DS. So I didn't really get a laptop that I played games on until I was 14,
Uh-huh.
which was about 5 years after getting my DS. So
Gotcha.
Uh, yeah. So, and even then, when I got my laptop, all I had on it was Minecraft. So, like, I was still playing a lot on my DS, and then my 3DS when I got that. So,
What was your favorite game on the DS?
uh, probably Lego Indiana Jones: The Original Adventures. I'm sure that probably comes as a big shock to you.
Yeah, now you can understand the etymology of his name. So, oh man.
Yes. I did play some other games. There was a Battlefront game on there that was really, really good.
Oh yeah, nice.
It was Elite Squadron.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was the story followed two clone brothers,
Mm-hmm.
um, who were who they were not defective, but they were different
Mm-hmm.
from the rest of the clones, and
Mm-hmm.
they and like they both get separated during Order 66. Basically, one of them realizes what's happening against the Jedi is not good, and the other is
Mm-hmm.
determined to follow orders. So
Gotcha.
it like the whole thing begins shortly before Order 66, and the story ends shortly after Return of the Jedi. So
Oh.
basically you play as the younger brother,
Mm-hmm.
and follow his journey.
I gotcha.
So yeah, so it's pretty solid game.
So for Summer's Games
It's
Fest, what were you kind of like hoping for, like in terms of like game? Do you want to see like maybe a DS title come to a
I would
new system, and would
yeah,
it be like Star Wars related or Well, you already said Indiana Jones, but what else like
well
from those like that generation that you'd be interested
but yeah, my what I want to see is kind of pretty specific. I
in?
would like to play some of the older games I played for sure. I would really
Yeah.
like to play some of the older Lego titles. I was just thinking about this recently.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lego Star Wars: The Original Adventures is considered an absolute masterpiece, and it still holds up to this day.
Yeah.
And when they tried remaking it into the Skywalker saga with
Mm-hmm.
all 6 movies plus 3 movies that I didn't even know existed.
Uh-huh.
So I had that game. It was extremely underwhelming.
Oh, I can imagine.
So yeah, so I was sitting here playing it, thinking like, man, I wish I could be playing the original Lego Star Wars game,
So that
and definitely
brings
the original Lego Indiana Jones game. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that brings up the point. Maybe they're due for a DS emulator on the Switch too, or something for Nintendo Switch
That'd be
Online.
great. I would really, really like that. Even if it's
Yeah.
online where you have to pay the $50 a year to access those games, I would probably jump on that at that point. Like, if I could play Lego Indiana Jones on there. Now, some of the Lego games were different than when you played them on like the Xbox or the PlayStation, for example. They had to really, really compress down those Lego games. So
Uh-huh.
basically, you got almost a completely different game in the DS version. So whereas all the other consoles, it was the same.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeah, I'll have to send you a video of the differences sometime. But
Okay, cool, cool,
pretty
cool.
interesting because both versions are pretty good. But yeah, they're very low graphic on the DS.
Hmm. Yeah, I always thought that
But
they
yeah,
would have a Nintendo Switch emulator for the DS, but that
that
never
would be
came to.
great. Nintendo, let us emulate. We're not trying to pirate your games. We love your games. We just want to play them.
Yeah, I mean, nostalgia sells. It's here to stay, and I just don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I would think like your generation, I practically grew up on the DS, so like I'm sure you guys are like
Yeah.
want to play that, a lot of old stuff.
Oh, we were
Yeah.
playing on the DS even after it had kind of phased out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like we were still playing on it when the Switch came out.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't get my Switch for till 3 years after it came out.
When I first got the
So,
3DS, like there wasn't much games to play. I mean, the one game that I got was like Ocarina of Time, for the
mhm.
3DS. But after that, I didn't have anything else to play. There was not really much games for it, so I had to go and buy like DS games because it was backwards
Mm.
compatible. So
Yeah,
that was something. What I got was a Pokemon Black and White, and I got back into Pokemon because of that.
yeah,
Professor Layton series, bunch of other like DS like gems that I kind of missed out
yeah.
because I never had a DS. So
Uh, you cut out. You never had what?
I never had a DS,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's kind of my way of like finding new games
Okay,
for
yeah,
you know um for a new console, but
yeah,
I had no choice because there was not much to play on the 3DS at the time. So I went. Luckily, it was backwards compatible, and I feel like that's the same thing that's going to happen for the Switch too. Like,
yeah. I
yeah.
think I heard somewhere that is going to be the case.
Yeah, you're gonna have some
Uh,
backwards compatibility, and we don't know what that is yet. I mean, they're kind of vague on it, but
I would
yeah.
would be really cool is if they pull a bait and switch. Like we saw the video showing how it looks, but what if there is another slot for 3DS and DS games?
Ooh,
I've
I, that would be nice. Maybe on a revision. I don't know, but I've never heard of
yeah,
them putting in a second car. I'm not saying it'll never happen, but I've never seen them put like a
no,
revision on a console
yeah, I
for
don't think
yeah,
it's gonna happen either. I don't think it's gonna
yeah,
happen either, but it would be really, really cool if they found a way to do that.
yeah, for sure.
You just had here's just an idea off the top of my head. So like
Uh-huh.
DS had dual screens. So
Uh-huh.
like for Nintendo Switch, like underneath the screen, you had a little screen that could slide out, and that's your touch screen, like the
Right.
bottom screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, just
I
a
I th-
crazy idea, but
I'm kind of sad that they never went to like a dual screen kind of thing for the next console, like some way to make it work. But
yeah,
they're just going for iteration right now. They're going for what's safe. I guess they don't want to repeat the Wii U situation again. So
yeah,
I kind
and,
of
and I
understand it.
feel bad that that failed because I don't think they didn't deserve it. And even the CEO of Nintendo at the time, he took a pay cut so that way his employees could get paid.
Yeah, he's a cool
So
dude.
like
Hmm.
they took care of everyone. So it's like yeah, they Nintendo definitely has some faults, but
Yeah, yeah.
they do have they like where there are some areas where they definitely do excel. But, but yeah, it just happens. The Wii U failed. It wasn't. I think that people were expecting the Wii U to be what the Switch ended up being.
Hmm.
Because my impression was when I first saw it, was like that screen controller that you held. I thought that you could take Wii U games on the go with you, like you could swap between TV and the little handheld console part.
Right,
But
right.
apparently, no, you can't do that. So, like, when I found that out, I was like going, then why does this exist?
Yeah, I think it can only stream to it if I recall. Like it has to be in close proximity to the console for you to have it.
Yes.
Ye
Yes, I've
Yeah.
never had a Wii U, so I don't know completely, but
Mhm.
I believe that's the case. Yeah.